Me, Ivo, I think this is worth putting up as a reminder to people who are trying to buy healthy products and to follow people who are spiritual. There is a conundrum for anyone who is a light teacher, leader, Weishauer, etc., and the same conundrum exists for people starting natural product companies, and this is money. We have to have money to survive because we still live in the matrix where cash is king, not love, and we have to juggle our need to survive with our need to get the message out. I know of one video channel who has monetized their channel and they live off of the proceeds. This requires that they put up the videos that get the most hits and don't put up videos that don't get the most hits. Videos on YouTube that don't get the most hits don't because they're censored. The ones that do are either really good marketers with a lot of appeal, or they are psyops that the channel doesn't censor. That's why Michael Love's stuff gets the most hits, by the way. I've had Sheran of the Pleiadian Delta forces come to me to pass messages on to you of Love's messages about them. Love had said that the Delta forces were shooting at our infrastructure and they weren't. Every time you see anything he's produced it always includes the words "the event," which is always a big draw in our community because, along with the Saint Germaine funds, everyone is waiting for it. This is manipulation. If you want to hear about the event, read Cobra's posts on his 2012 blogspot. He's the real deal. If you think fakers don't show up in our community, you'd better guess again. They sure do. What I see happening with these natural products companies is they become popular after marketing their products based on their organic merit, and they're probably made a deal by the devil that they can't turn down. Tom's of Maine is one I remember seeing contained fluoride, and why wouldn't it when it now belongs to Colgate? These are Illuminati companies and the Illuminati is always looking for something to become a big deal so they can buy it out. Why do they do this? So they can continue to influence our purchasing choices and further their social control. Also, to keep harvesting most of the money on this planet for themselves. Be careful of what you buy and read the labels. The companies you knew before may not be the companies they are now. It is important for anyone creating innovative organic products or working the light field, leading others not to be able to be compromised by money. It's that simple. I would never sell off implant communications no matter what the offer was, and continue to work this service with the Illuminati because it's them and their tactics I'm revealing to you all the time. If your need for money is stronger than your need to be of service to the light, then you are compromisable. The dark knows I'm not. They've tried to kill me, sent men in black around, and have hit me with every kind of chaos I could possibly experience, but they will not take me down. It's that kind of dedication you need to see from your sources. David Wilcock is another one. He walked away from Ancient Aliens or whatever show he was doing, when it was overtaken by the cabal. You cannot be bought by money. You'd rather starve and stay small than get big with Illuminati backing. That's where you have to be. Nothing less than. Look at Phil Schneider. He died trying to get the message out to patriots. I'm sure they offered him hush money but he nixed it, so they finally got to him and killed him. I've channeled Phil as well and we've spoken about how he sees what's going on here on Earth. You cannot and will not be bought out. People who don't realize how important what they were doing is to the future of Earth and humanity. They were doing something before they were truly prepared to start it, I believe. Because they let money sway their intentions and in so doing, they screwed up the new avenue for humanity they were creating. They sold it to the devil. You cannot do that. I've heard of light workers who have been cut off of their ability to work, who got married to their handlers, had children with them, who have been through financial hell and worse, had their homes wiretapped and were targeted, but they're still going and getting their message out. That's the kind of determination a light worker needs to have. This person is a friend of mine and a leader in her field, and she will not allow them to compromise her any further and is fighting back legally. Again, you have to have a lawyer that is not compromisable either. You do this because you understand that money is our past, not our future. You understand that money is our enslavement, not our liberation. You understand that they are offering this to control your work, not to allow it to thrive and grow. At the risk of being confusing, I'll explain that the Saint Germain funds are an exception to this. We still need money right now to survive, and this will be given to us probably next year so that we can continue to grow and eventually move past the need for a system based on earning money, but for a system of service to others and non-materialism. That's our future. Ivo, what type of preparation is typically given to light workers in order to prepare them for this? Ivo, my love, you spent many years creating lack for yourself, and from this you learned that the system you are living in is not perfect. You also learned that although it helped, that money was not the solution to everything. In fact, that solution was your mind and your wits. Now you have coupled this mind with your intuition and our voices to strengthen your resolve and to create better results for yourself and for others following you. Me, I learned that money sucked, really. LOL. Ivo, yes, and no. You saw the advantages of it when you had a good paying job. You took regular shopping trips up in Toronto, and indulged your purse habit in earnest then. Me, LOL, which has totally abetted. I look at my purse now and I can't remember how long I've had it. It works for me, so I keep it. Ivo, which is more reasonable. When it suits you and it serves its purpose, you do not have to replace it for vanity's sake. Me, no. Ivo, you began temping after you quit that job in the oil company, and then you saw the downside of money. It was possible not to have enough. You learned that money was not the answer is you. When you were in Toronto, you magnetized 2 jobs, one with the law firm and the other with the accountancy, so this was a clear message to you that you were attracting your own circumstances. You were creating your life. Unfortunately, by feeling sorry for yourself, you were creating circumstances that continued your need to feel sorry for yourself. Me, yes, that has to be the most corrosive state of mind, self-pity. The victim playing out in your life. Ivo, you spend little time there anymore, and you are happier now that you have moved away from spending so much time on the computer. Me, yeah, that's also draining for me. I've made improvements in my chronic fatigue over the last few days just by getting off this thing. So I'm going to have to work on book writing and include time away from the laptop every day because I see the problems it causes me. Ivo, it does. Sunshine is better and laughing with the neighbors. Me, we're getting off course. Okay, so I learned that I create my own good. I learned that I can control how much I earn by focusing on my own good and for implant communications to thrive. I don't need Illuminati money. I doubt I'll get an offer, but I don't need it anyway, and I don't need the dole anymore either. Things are looking up. Can we summarize this into a message, Ivo? Ivo, we can. What you have learned is you create your own fortune. Your frequency does it, and the indicator of your frequency is how you feel about yourself and about life. You do not need the old system to support you because you are using universal law. That is what you have learned, and you made the switch. When you focus on your minimum wage job, or how aggravating or stressful your job is, you are focused on the Illuminati system that does not have your good in mind. When you switch to using universal law, you create better circumstances for yourself, provided you are willing to receive those better circumstances. You attract better jobs or become self-employed and begin to do your light work. But in doing the latter, you never make money the focus of this work. Me, no. Most of our info is free. There are books that are low cost if you want to learn more. It's your choice. Ivo, so that way you have compromised with the system, with your need to earn money, but not to allow it to direct the service. The service goes its own direction and the money is a side benefit. The entire service is not about money. Some of it is, and this is optional. Me, I want to remind people I'm continuing to set up our website as a means for you to understand your own growth process. For example, as your third eye opens, you may see things similar to what I do, or even more, and that's great, but I put up my own experiences for you to compare with. I've also got the articles section with explanations of frequently asked questions or how-tos to help you deal with certain things that might be challenging. All of our messages are on there either on the blog or in separate pages that pertain to the masters. So whatever you need is on there. I hope to think of more ideas. I will be getting into the governments of our solar system soon, and getting more intel from Sharon of the Delta Forces and the GFL commanders I ask. Sharona and Ivo.weebly.com. For stuff on the storm that doesn't pertain to extraterrestrials, you can visit my Red Pill website, yourundergroundnews.weebly.com. Me, thank you Ivo. Ivo, now, my love, when you understand what worsens your chronic fatigue, you can alleviate these problems through modifying your response to them. There is more learning for you, but as always, learning will only bring you more peace. Me, thanks, Ivo.